If you want to go on an adventure, meet friendly people, and relish in the modern city life, Canada deserves a spot on your travel list. It's the second biggest country in the world, hiding the most scenic places on Earth. While you can visit Toronto, CN Tower, and the famous Niagara Falls yourself, you've got other incredible things you have to try here. So without further ado, welcome to Canada, the land of maple. To begin with, groove at Montreal Jazz Festival. First off, who doesn't like jazz? Forget Coachella. Set the mood for your journey by attending the biggest jazz festival in the world here in Montreal. In 2004, the Festival International de Jazz de Montreal earned this remarkable Guinness World Record. It features over 3,000 renowned artists from all over the globe, from huge live concerts to intimate street performances. This festival is hell-bent on making you groove. What's more, your taste buds will thank you for the in-between food experience. If you're in a fancy mood, check out the renowned chefs or opt for equally delicious street foods on cool food trucks. The festival has been carrying on for over 40 years and has no plans to stop. Next, catch some fish at Reindeer Lake. It might sound non-touristy, but try fishing at Reindeer Lake. Located in the untouched woods of northern Saskatchewan, this place is far from the world's hustle-bustle. You can truly connect with nature here and share life stories. It's a famous fishing spot housing lake trout, huge northern pikes, walleye, cisco, Arctic grayling, and more. One of the most curious parts of this lake is the deep bay. This was created by a meteor and is over 700 feet deep. Hear this, the bay is rumored to house a river monster. So maybe your fishing rod's hooked to one and you catch the biggest prize of your life. We say it's worth a try. And then visit the ghost town of Uranium City. Onwards to some tourist spots, check out the spooky town for chills and adventure. Once, Uranium City used to thrive and was full of life. In the 1900s, uranium ore were discovered. But when the mines closed in the 1980s, so did the town's economy. Residents left this picturesque area for better prospects. And now it's a scene out of a horror movie. You can still check out the mines and learn more about their exciting history. Adding to the attraction is the gorgeous Athabasca Lake nearby. It's surrounded by rugged rocks and majestic hills begging to be clicked. It's a unique, informative experience we're sure you'll enjoy. Up next, see the Northern Lights in Whitehorse. We get that a ghost town isn't that mesmerizing, so how about the Northern Lights? You don't have to visit the Nordic countries to view it. Canada has its own private show. You'll have to travel to the province of Yukon, then it's to the capital, Whitehorse. Here you can find various tours and guides to take you to the best viewpoint. Ideally, it'll be outside the city to avoid modern lights interfering with Aurora Borealis. Once you reach points like Fish Lake and Chadburn Lake Road, sit back and enjoy Mother Nature's show. Be mesmerized by this glorious purples, aquas, and green that light up the night sky. Remember that the best time to visit is between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. on early winter days. Pick a dark night with a clear sky and no moon in sight, and like Rapunzel says in Tangled, that's when you'll see the light. And don't forget to catch some waves in Tofino. Sprinkle some thrill into your trip by surfing in Canada's surf capital, Tofino. You can pick up Chesterman Beach, Long Beach, or Cox Bay at the coastal town. It doesn't matter if you're an expert surfer or if it is your first rodeo, Tofino serves them all. The incredibly helpful surfing community here will help you every step of the way, so you'll feel right at home. Be prepared for that cold Pacific water that will send chills down your bones. Adding to that, the cold breezes will show you the true meaning of freedom as you ride the waves. If you don't want to get a dip, try the cute small businesses, artists, and creatives here at the coast. Tofino is great for a family holiday or an adventurous group. Moving on, go on a polar bear safari in Churchill. More on the adventure, you can go to an actual polar bear safari. Apparently, the locals say it's a big sin to leave Canada without seeing these cuties. Thanks to its abundant bear population, Churchill is called the polar bear capital of the world. There are lots of safari tour companies to choose from. Hop in a tundra buggy and see the wild, pristine white beasts in their habitat. On the way, learn about the threat to their species and some fun facts. What's more, a curious polar bear might come knocking at your buggy. Be prepared for a peeping Tom and capture the moment for future memories. If you're too scared of bears, try bird watching or see a beluga whale in the subarctic town of Churchill. And now, explore the cultural Old Quebec. Quebec. For some relaxed exploring, you've got to visit Old Quebec. It's so rich in culture that UNESCO labeled it a World Heritage Site in 1985. The best thing to do here is walk. By foot, you can truly take in this fabulous town. It's a part of France away from France. If you like luxury hotels, Chateau Frontenac should be your first hit. It's more of a palace than a hotel with its massive shimmering chandeliers and old-world architecture. Do check out its restaurants, Le Champlain and Le Somme, for a culinary feast. To cool off from all the walking, get ice cream and enjoy it on the Dufferin Terraced viewpoint. Next, hit that fairy tale-like street of Petit Champlain, Canada's prettiest pedestrian street. For a historical background on Old Quebec, go to Place Royale and capture the gorgeous 17th century building. Plains of Abraham is for all the military fans. The land once saw the violent clash of the Battle of 1759. However, today it hosts music festivals and athletic competitions. It's an excellent place for a picnic. Next, see the gorgeous Notre Dame Basilica Cathedral. You don't have to visit France to see Notre Dame. Canada has its own version for you to marvel at. While in Old Quebec, gulp the majesty of Notre Dame de Quebec Basilica Cathedral. Just like its heavy name, this neoclassical structure imposes grandeur on its visitors. This basilica is the first and only holy door out of Europe. It's not only for the Catholics, anyone can appreciate its beauty. The stained glass strains sunlight so beautifully that the kaleidoscopic colors will leave you speechless. You can get a guided tour for a detailed background, but exploring it yourself is also an option. We suggest starting the tour from St. Joseph Chapel and moving to St. Francois de Laval's tomb. On the way, you can see some historical artifacts as well. Next, see the altar of the Holy Family, the Sacré-Cœur Chapel, and lastly, the respected Holy Door. Later, meet the dinosaurs at Royal Tyrrell Museum, Drumheller. While we're on the history chapter, let's go back to the prehistoric times. Drumheller is a paleontologist's dream come true. The small riverside town is brimming with fossils. Some folks found the first dinosaur skull here while searching coal in the 1800s. Then coal was forgotten and the place took off for its fossil abundance. Kids and adults alike love this dino capital of the world. Visit the preserved giants at the Royal Tyrrell Museum. The museum hosts over 40 Jurassic beasts, skeletons, and over 130,000 preserved fossils. T-Rex, Stegosaurus, Albertosaurus, and Triceratops are some species you can see here. For more on them, check out the Fossil World Discovery Center. Before leaving the town, say goodbye to the largest dinosaur in the world. Relax, Tira the T-Rex is not real. It's a giant, 26-meter tall statue. Hear this, it's 4.5 times bigger than a real T-Rex. You can peer down at the valley from the dinosaur's gaping mouth and get an inside view of its ferocious incisors. Lastly, breathe the fresh air of Banff National Park. Ending the trip, relax in the Rockies of the Banff National Park. This heavenly piece of nature houses a wide variety of wildlife. The scenic beauty, crystal clear lakes, snow-capped peaks, and lush green trees will make you forget your mediocre city life. You can go camping, hiking, rock climbing, and even wild river rafting. Visiting this park is a whole trip in itself. Take the Banff gondola ride and touch the sky for an overhead view. You can even walk on glaciers here or check out the stunning blue waters of the cave and basin. Ride the water on a cruise boat in Lake Minnewanka or benefit from the Radium Hot Springs. Going on a road trip here is yet another ingenious idea. You can breathe the woody scent and relax listening to the melodious chirping birds. But watch out for bears, wolves, and other predators. In winter, you can ski at the Sunshine Village too. This national park has a plethora of lakes to visit, such as Louise Lake, Peyto Lake, Moraine Lake, Bow Lake, Johnson Lake, and too many more to list. You'll probably need a lifetime to explore Banff in its entirety. And that's a wrap, folks. What are you looking forward to doing when visiting Canada? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.